My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Elden Ring, the Table of Lost Grace. Here in the Round Table Hold, I have finally discovered a thing. In particular, what these the rune arcs are for. Grants the blessing of an equipped great rune upon use. When you equip a great rune, it does not give you any benefit until you use a rune arc. Once you've used the rune arc, it will provide its benefit until you die. I had to go and check that elsewhere because I just had no clue how to interact with what appears to be a reasonably fundamental part of the game. Having now done so though, let's get back out into the field. Got my even bigger thumbstick here in the anchor. Appealing. Not sure how I would get across that at the very moment, but we do know we have the left side of here still to track around. Let me also drop that marker. How many other markers do I have on the map at the moment? With that marking location that I don't necessarily need marked right now, we have this marking location that I should put a marker down on. What marker really do I want to put here? Walking. There's a walking area that you need to go to and do a walking at and in. Chamber outside the plaza. No, that's up towards the plaza. Let's go back to Liurnia. Start exploring again on the left-hand side there. So I'm traveling the scenic isle. And charge down the left hand. Alright. Happy to have the anchor for this area. It seems thematically appropriate, what with all of the water. Deathroot's going to be back in Caelid, you'd imagine. Just trying to make sure that for everything I have some number of queued up things that I can do alternatively. That if I happen to forget anything, I can just fall back onto one of those. Now, usually, this would summon a spirit walking, right? And then we would follow it to a dungeon. But it's possible that maybe I've already located the dungeon that it was going to lead me to. Possibly the Lakeside Crystal Cave. Let's get over to this wall so we can hug it appropriately. Couple glintstone fireflies. Unlikely to be particularly useful for us. I imagine that's more of a spell build kind of situation. Ah! Interesting. I was wondering if there was going to be anything more unique about that area, and it seems like the summons we've seen prior exist over there as well. Not summons, snails. The stone snails. Summon also starts with F, but it is neither of the words I was looking for. Poison blue? Delectable. Let's try and get a little bit look across here. So this is just a poison swamp under land? And where is the steel for this area? Is this? There's no way that is the map that goes all the way down here, right? But there's no other road I can see on this map. So that's clearly a site that I haven't gone to. If it's ever going to be time to turn around, it'd be now. Yeah, I'm going into the swamp. Basically, it comes down to, do I think I need the map for this area? Not really, while I have something to border. Makes it just a smidge easier for us. Making it significantly less likely I get lost here. Hey, I can hear a tinkle tingle. Hello. Hot stone. In a single tingle. Ash of War, Valve the Indomitable. Just making sure that I wasn't baited into this area and about to be killed. Ash of War, Ash of War. Valve the Indomitable. Valve the Indomitable, skill of the ancient warriors of the Erd Tree. Hold your shield aloft. Oh, usable on all shields. Hold your shield aloft to imbue yourself with golden power, granting momentary invincibility. Neat. Obviously in a world where... actually, hang on. Can you guard counter off of that? Because that'd be really interesting if you could, like, bolster through the enemy's largest hit that otherwise would be way too much, and then still guard counter as a result. Because a lot of the enemy's largest hits, the ones that you have the time to hit a guard counter after, also just break all of your stamina, so it's really difficult. I guess unless you're using a great shield, possibly. The village of the Albinaurics. Make sure I don't get jumped here. Let me get some light on too. There we go. I should have a look at their potential effectively here. Anything? No, okay, they're an intentionally pathetic enemy. The whimper was a little bit of a clue. They do give some runes. Like, probably not worth ignoring. Whoa! Hey, Nepheli. How's it going? I have need for your help. You have slain many.
Oh, it's you. Well, what do you make of it? What's happened to this village? I witnessed a sight much the same in my infancy. The oppression of the weak. Murder and pillage unchecked.
Oh.
A waking nightmare made by men.
Right. Maybe we shouldn't be killing them. But also, it looks like you are saying you didn't kill them
But
either.
this time, I'm a woman grown, and though the suffering cannot be undone, I can still mete out justice. Justice to the oppressors. Let the scars I carve remind them. I am Nepheli Loux, warrior.
WTF, I love Nepheli Loux
But
now?
this time, and though the suffering justice to the oppressors.
Oh, immediately capable of summoning after I moved just a moment past. Okay. This is Site of Grace further up. Are these all corpses? Well, I can't even walk over. Yeah, I wanted to check. Oh, everyone's aggressing at the same time now. I see, I see. So it's like a horde kind of situation. And swing better. What have you? A larval tear? I think I got one of these earlier. No, I didn't. A material needed by Renala to grant rebirth. Material required by the amber egg, cradled by Renala, Queen of the Full Moon, to birth people anew. Being born anew allows the reallocation of attributes boosted since leveling up. Yep. By leveling up, rather. That tracks. I don't know if I would want to respec, but maybe I would play with some of my points in strength for something else if I was trying to meet the, I don't know, faith requirement for a weapon. Maybe the dex requirement for a weapon that fits well within our bounding of barbarian nature. Bestial barbarian nature.
This village is done for. Even if it's so old, Albus, I will steal your breath.
Even if it's just you, old Albus, I'd well and steal your breath. Alright, where's this Albus at? We should probably get the Site of Grace before we do anything else. Gimme. I don't really need to rest at it. I was missing a tiny bit of health. Might as well. I'm just very suspicious because I can summon, and there's a summoning pool right there. I wonder if I'm anti-gaming myself a little there. Well, hello. Are you a Godskin? Whoa! That is a kind of fire spell I have not seen the likes of yet. It looks like you're throwing mercury into the air and then burning it? Oh, you are a perfumer. I see. I understand you now. Yes, depraved perfumer's headscarf. Yeah, follows. What can you tell us? Headscarf worn by depraved perfumers. These heresy-inclined perfumers imbibe their own spices to alter body and mind. Their slow descent into self-destruction is what earned them their name. Does that necessarily imply that they were exiles as well? Depraved. Heresy inclined. Okay. Not necessarily. I can hear some whimpering. Oh, I can also hear a little bit of sparkle over there on the other side of that bridge. No more whimpering in the area. I'm kind of hoping that the whimpering is going to give away old Albus here. Or maybe lighting will do it. It's extremely unnatural lighting for this area. Let me... Yep.
Please, no. Dear me.
Hello.
I
Albus, I presume.
No secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be. Wait then. You're not one of them? Well, what a relief. Oh, goodness me. I am Albus, an Albinauric. As you can see, we're finished. The whole village is finished. The cursemongers have destroyed everything.
Cursemongers.
No one that remains has their wits about them. I beg you. Would you look after this medallion? You must keep it out of the cursemongers' hands.
Hallingtree's secret medallion, right?
And if you should meet the young Albinauric Latena, please give it to her.
I've met her.
A chosen land awaits us, Albinaurics.
Chosen land awaits
The
us.
medallion is the key that leads to the city. It's only a quaint treasure for we who cannot make the journey. But for dear Latena, it is needed to fulfill her purpose.
So this is the quest line for
My legs
her.
will soon fade, and with them my life. Alas, this is the immovable fate of all Albinaurics.
The legs will fade, and with them my life. This is the immovable fate of all Albinaurics. You're Albus and Albinauric. Are you actually... I mean, he's prompt. I'll give him that. I'm going to die. Instantly. Dude's punctual. Ivory sickle. Let's have a look at this. Sickle fashioned from ivory, a weapon carried by aged Albinaurics. These weapons are evidence of their dedication to the Halig tree despite having never entered its presence. Let's also have a look at the Halig tree medallion that they gave us. Right half of a split medallion depicting the Halig tree. Brandishing the medallion with both halves conjoined will activate the Grand Lift of Rolled, granting access to a hidden path. In other words, this secret medallion will guide the bearer to the land of Omenkiller's Halig tree. Omenkiller's Halig tree. Let's go read the Omenkiller's lily. Pick up here as well. Omenkiller's lily. It's that one. A flower signifying faith in the Halig tree. Thought to be beloved by Emperor sorry, the Amperian Omenkiller in his youth. Symbol of faith to Centrina, Dulce Sensus, preventing agitation. I don't think this is the case. But I'm currently led to believe that... I mean, I don't know if another tree, Halig tree... Like, Omenkiller and Halig tree only seem to be referred to in sparse instances. And here we have, like, the last holdout of... I guess, like, people that I haven't really seen much elsewhere. The Albinaurics. A bit of my soul's tingle is going off. The tingle of this world is built upon another world. Some people call it the Erd tree, some people call it the Halig tree, depending on how long they've been here kind of situation. But would they do that again? It's been a plot beat in all of the Souls games. Oh, hey, no spell. Hey! Spell or no spelling? Whoa. No! How have I failed every single time and now I'm gonna miss out on the flask from you? That's... Dang it. I needed that flask. I'm getting the ability to summon again? Oh, gold summon sign. Nepheli Loux. Absolutely help me out. I can't lock on yet. Oh. That baddie in the distance? It just looks like a normal warrior, though. I mean, you won't just let me summon her randomly, right? Yeah, okay. You are him. Oh, dog time. Hey! You're so aggressive. Hold up. Fight Nepheli for a second. Dog time. Okay, don't kill Nepheli, please. I don't know if it would affect her storyline at all, but please don't. There you go. Staggering him for fun, and glory. Damn, Nepheli Loux, you are not just a barbarian. You're using, like, storm tactics, I guess. Wind and lightning. So that's Stormvale's bailiwick. Oh, he dropped something as well. I think it was a talisman. And we also have the extra talisman slot, so I should look at those. Crucible Knot Talisman reduces damage and impact of headshots. A talisman fashioned from a bony knot that embodies the aspects of certain creatures. Said to have grown on the human body long ago. Reduces damage and impact of headshots taken. A vestige of the crucible of primordial life. Born partially of devolution, it was considered a signifier of the divine in ancient times, but it is increasingly disdained as the impurity of the civilization. Sorry, as an impurity as civilization has advanced. This is speaking even more to the previous. Man, this whole area is being brutally cleared out. That person was named Omenkiller as well. Margaret the Fell Omen. I'm trying to position everyone in the in the spider web of allegiances and aggressions, and it's increasingly complicated, of course, by the FromSoftian inclination to give every character in the name like 50 different ways, every character in each game like 50 different ways that people refer to them, like the Red Lion, or General, or Radahn, or Radagon's child, or like, you know. Ah, a rune arc, as well as a single golden rune. And another. 2 single golden runes. I don't know if there's anything else here, because I was expecting that the right path was eventually going to be getting on top of this and going around, but it doesn't look like this actually accesses anything unique. Okay. So, Village of Albinaurics, says Nepheli Loux. Oh, let's go back and talk to Nepheli Loux after having done that. Surely she feels as though she has succeeded. She has avenged the oppressed. Excuse me. Yeah, doesn't look like that's an intended area to jump out. This is like an odd ability to jump out here. I just don't think I'm going to find any more footing after literally just that one area. Maybe from the other side I see that there's something we need to drop upon, I'll come back. Oh, Nepheli Loux. It's like over and down this hill, right? Over and across. Wait. Over and across? Yes, she's on the underside of the other. There's also a bridge out to the left there. Nope. Wait, no. I'm certain she's like underneath us right now on that underpass. I don't want to just jump. Hey, this is where she was. So she's already left. And still is marked here on the map. Maybe back to Round Table Hold? Take that. That. And make our way over to this bridge. Making sure there's nothing on the side either. Nothing at all. I did check the graveyard, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Let's go. So I kind of expect that after this might be an opportune time to teleport. What? It's creaking. Don't you dare. Don't you dare break that bridge. I kind of suspect that from here is going to be a good point to teleport away. It's either that or climb my way back down. And I am kind of looking for an excuse to go and pick up Albinauric Blood Clot. A crafting item. There it is. The thick coagulated blood of the Albinaurics. Albinaurics are life forms made by human hands. Thus, many believe them to be to live impure lives, untouched by the Erdtree's grace. So, maybe it's the birth of. Maybe the Albinaurics aren't ancient. Maybe it's the birth of a new world atop the current world, right? And then we have all of the Albinaurics and maybe constructs as well? Because Albinaurics are made by human hands. There's the constructs, the mannequins, all of those kinds of things we've seen prior as well. Those unguided by grace. Looking to inherit the world. That's probably like the most cogent conclusion to come to at this point. Or at least that I could. I can't do that with my own hops. But with the excess hops provided here, maybe I could. Actually, it looks like there's a whole extension to this platform. Let me get back to two-handing this, which apparently I haven't been doing for a while. Perfect. I'm absolutely certain here that I'm not just making an awful mistake. Yeah. None of the rest of that actually appears to be anything, frankly. Crystal sword, and we drop down to here. I've got to be thorough above, otherwise I drop down to here and then I can not go back up until I teleport again. I know my next teleport is guided elsewhere. Crystal sword. Sword fashioned from pure crystal, a deed impossible for a human. Enwreathed with powerful magic, its attack scales with intelligence. The inscrutable Crystallines have but only one clear purpose: to safeguard their crystals into the end. One theory posits that they yearn for the return of their creator, who will craft for them new brethren. Again, another construct with its own will. Well, its own, you know, quote-unquote will. Okay, wait, this actually just goes directly back down into the swamp. Okay, cool. Let me try and find the high road. What have we got up here? Give me... Somber Smithing Stone 2. Dang. Of course, some of the rewards in this area will be not exactly what we're looking for, given the level mismatch situation. Wait, is that a tibia marina in the middle of that area? It may well be. Let me make my way back there after I make sure that there's nothing I care to drop to. Beautiful. Okay, so this still is a platform above the other areas. This is more of a I guess, secluded lake. Uh-huh. The Crystalline is just a default enemy in this area. I see. And also, the Crystallines being specifically here, next to those crystals, after we've just been told... After we've just been told that crystals can't be forged by humans. Oh, damn it! I think I have to get on Torrent. It's actually probably the best way of fighting them here. Their poise stagger is ridiculous, and their thrusts are just insane. How do you want me to get aside that? Uh-oh. Yeah, they just do it too constantly. I can't guard counter them. And their tracking is insane, so I can't really just rotate around them either. And there's two of them as well. God. Get on my horse and get out of here? I was just talking about being over-leveled for the area. Am I really gonna run from these? The answer is no. I'm gonna use my rune arc here. Actually activate that rune. I know my intelligence was 7. Yeah, so it's a +5 across the board. That's a lot of stuff to... The Flask of Wondrous Physic for the slow heal. Already on medium load as well, so let's get a Clawmark seal out. I might just try and stay at range and use Bestial Sling, if possible. I'm also going to try and sneak up and get a heavy attack to open. Get him! Whoop! One down. All right, that's going to make this a lot easier. Got him. Did they retain all of the poise damage from the start of the fight? Because we just touched him. We barely did anything. So, they are protecting these. It would just make sense for them to only be here to insinuate that the Albinaurics were created so that the crystals could be handled. Because they can't be handled just by normal humans. It's impossible for a human to do it, rather. And that's going back out into the other area. I was kind of expecting that area to be hiding something, but I guess it doesn't necessarily have to. Back to Liurnia the Lakes. Ooh. We'll go take this side of grace. Certainly. Any more smithing stones? Okay, fine. I'll settle for just the side of grace, I guess. Oh, did that break my shield or the rune? Okay, it didn't break the Great Rune. I just heard a shatter as soon as we sat there. I want to go get the map filled out. Let's go to the steel. All the way up here. East Lucaria Gate. That's going to be up on a cliff, though. Main Academy Gate, again up on a cliff. Is the closest area I have Temple Quarter? It might actually be. This whole northern side of the Liurnia of the Lake might actually just be entirely unexplored. Save having gone here and found the dragon, which... Hang on. I can't afford to go and die to the dragon right now. I do want to test myself, but I tested myself against that dragon relatively recently with a Lordran Heavy Greatsword. Lordsworn Heavy Greatsword, rather. Yeah, it's over this side now. Can you please let me land an attack? Thank you. Okay. That's rude as hell. Oh, God. Alright, where are you going to? Hearing the tinkling again. Maybe I'd be able to get close enough with Torrent up on the top again? Nope. Maybe I'd be able to get close enough with Torrent, but... Oh, no, I don't have my flame thing at the moment as well. I'm just gonna throw fire pots at you. I cannot believe it. I didn't have any fire pots for it. There we go. Equipment. Fire pots. Kind of expecting me to follow up there. Somber Smithing Stone Mark II. Yeah, that's the dragon over there. Do not need my ass handed to me right now. There's like an obvious side of grace here. I'll immediately pick it up, but otherwise I'll just continue riding up on the left-hand side. Whoa. Oh, it's one of those, one of those Pope bats is over here. Some Arteria Leaf in the area. A Crystal Bud. Yeah, I'm starting to get a read for this area. Them kind of just showing us some camps of enemies that don't necessarily have something super important they're holding. Some necessarily key item to us. Oh, absolutely nothing on the left-hand side there. Okay. So I'm more than happy to just swing in, steal, and run away. Wait, hang on. I can just ride up this side to the steel. Yeah, I don't need to go to... I don't need to go back into the middle of Liurnia Lakes yet. Well, hello. Some angry jellyfish. Whoop. I'd be angry too if I was that full of poison. Can I please have whatever this was as well? Thank you. Blood grease. A quite powerful attempt to poison me right there. I think I'm just going to steer clear of them, unless they're just going to bob their way to us in eternity. I'm going to roar over the other side of this, but nothing that leads me to believe there's a dungeon I have to worry about. Fine. One thing I also still haven't checked out is what this ground slam looks like. Okay, that's cool as hell. I want to try and use that as an initiator in this fight. Hey, you! Check out my cool ground slam. That damage is no... That damage is no lie. I imagine it also does pretty ridiculous poise damage. Giant AoE as well. Really? It's just gonna be that one up there constantly pot-shotting us? Fine. Take the rune up from there. Make sure I'm always behind something here. No, don't you dare. Thank you. So the initiator attack actually almost did more than a critical. Actually, hang on, it does about the same as a jumping R2 as well, which is also a pretty good initiator for us. Does jumping R2 have follow-ups? No. No. That's not what I wanted to use. Could I please get a little bit of HP before we open this? Toku glintstones, 10 of those, some sent to storage. Hey, buddy, your time is coming. Do not rush to meet your end. We all may get there eventually. Could you please destroy the battlements here? There we go. And boom. That'll get him. Let me decapitate that pumpkin. I'll happily actually take my full heal here as well, seeing as we might refresh some flasks on our ascent. I'm going to start taking shots here again, I think. Back within his line of sight. There we are. I'm going to make sure that they are the last one I kill. I want them to witness the deaths of everyone they've ever known first. This is what you've driven me to. It just flattens him. Okay, I needed to put ground slam on much earlier than I did. Albinauric blood clots, and there's 6 of these, so we are possibly to expect that these are the people who were attempting to remove all the Albinaurics. You don't even get a fancy death. You just get ended unceremoniously. Can I send anything here? Let me turn the light on. Doesn't necessarily look like it. But whatever is up there can drop down to here. Oh, literally, I can just go around the corner. Oops. Yeah, this area is unmapped. Just making sure it wasn't one of the areas I'd previously found a bunch of the Vulgar militia. Instead, we will find some jellyfish. These ones non-red, don't seem to care about us at all. Ooh, hello. You seem new. Can I help you find your way around? I know where the floor is. Do you know where the floor is? Good! Well done. You already know your way around. Oh, wait, I can't critical a head you don't have. That is hilarious. It hit him multiple times on the way down there as well. Drop anything? We did get our flasks back from that. Oh, there's another one. Okay, they're not unique. Did get our flasks back there, though. What are all these powerful enemies guarding? There has to be something. Here uses the ability to cut around to the left to the top of this plateau. Hello. Holy. I just did an opening attack of a heavy, and the ground slam was enough to put him on the ground. Oh, that bodes poorly for my future enemies. That's no fair. That's what people do. People do that. I need to figure out what the effect of the kind of silver phantom is, because enemies seem to share things they can do based on it. We found at the very start the Fringe Heroes Grave, Fringe Folk Hero Grave at the very start of the game. We found there that enemies with that same kind of shimmer can teleport. We've seen that here, represented too. 4 Belfries. I don't know why I keep checking the map when there's nothing to see on the map. Use an imbued sword key. Crumbling lands. That's all it says. Use an imbued sword. I mean, I don't have one. Yeah, exactly. Crumbling lands. Crumbling lands. What's the most crumbly of all the lands? Which land crumbles the hardest? I guess I see all of these shattered. I don't even know what to call them. Shattered pieces of architecture strewn across the entire land here. Is this our crumbling land? And if so, how is that going to help me find the imbued key you're looking for? Okay, no second entrance. Oh. I might not already have all of the pieces of this puzzle. Yep. There's another one up here too, and then one. Yeah, there's going to be 4 of these belfries. Oh. Precipice of Anticipation. Imbued sword key. Crumbling lands, precipice of anticipation. This one? I hope one of them's just a bit more explicit or direct. Night sky unceasing. They're all capitalized NSU. That's not typically how Souls does puzzles, so... I mean, yeah, it's not typically how Souls does puzzles because language puzzles are much harder to translate consistently across all target languages. It makes a huge amount of sense. But it does mean I can probably get away without having to worry too much about the specificities of a possible language puzzle. Hey, up there. Hopefully this one's a little bit more direct than any of the previous. Oh. Treasure? Imbued sword key. So it wasn't telling us how to get there. Unseals sending gate that disappears upon use. Stone key shaped like a sword, a special item imbued with rich blue magic. Breaks the seal on imp statues guarding the sending gates enshrined in each belfry, but remains embedded in the statue after use, meaning can only be used once as an item. Think well before using one. I'm gonna have to give it as much thought as I possibly can. I'm gonna give it anywhere between 2 hours and 22 hours worth of thought, because this is the end of the episode. My name is Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Elden Ring. Series playlist up at the top left, YouTube's recommendation down below. Stream past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays at or above the thanked tier. And special thanks to this episode to Eloise. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.